Youth Runner Magazine here at Track Fest at Occidental College with Jake Wightman, who just won the men's 1500, 3:35, 26. Very tight race. Another great race here at Track Fest. Tell us about the race. What were you? What was the strategy, and what were you hoping to get out of this race today?
So I'm at a different part of my season. I haven't been on my training camp yet, so I'm heading up to Flagstaff after this. So I've come in undercooked, so I was a bit apprehensive about how I'd feel going through those paces. So I sat off it genuinely because I didn't feel like if I went with the pace I could hang on to that, and thankfully for me I had enough in the last lap to claw it back. But I just want to get back racing. You can do all the training sessions in the world, but you can't replicate that feeling of being in a race and making those moves and decisions. So I'm glad I've not lost that. I've still got a bit of racing brain in me.
Yeah, so it sounds like you really ran smart. So is that part of a maturity thing? Maybe when you were much younger, you're like, okay, I got to go out with a pacer. I got to go out fast. And now today you're like, okay, you know what? That's going to be that's the wrong move tonight.
So when I was a kid, I was never afraid to put myself into a race and impose myself. So I did a lot of stupid things to try and win, and eventually you run out of stupid things to do, and you end up making the right decision. So my advice to kids would be don't be scared of going for a win, even if you're going to blow up and get it wrong, because otherwise you don't know what your best strategy is. You don't know how to race.
Right, it's the time to learn.
You have to get it wrong, don't you? So I raced from when I was a kid and I raced adults. I would go at 400 so hard and then I'd get blown away in the last 100, but there's no other way to learn not to do that unless you get it wrong. So there's no point in racing if you're not going to try and win it, is my philosophy with it. So you may as well give it a go every single time you step on a start line.
So were you looking for a win today, or just looking for the time?
Nah, the time, because I don't know what shape I'm in, and I still don't. The win was the main thing for me, and what I wanted to do was put myself in a position to try and win. And if I do that, I've got a much better chance of winning than if I don't try and win it. So yeah, luckily for me it paid off today.
What's the coaching situation look like now?
So I'm not coached by my dad. I'm coached by John Hartigan. I've got a team helping with him, so not much has changed. It's just swapping my dad out for him. So he was helping with my dad before, so the structure of the week is very similar. A lot of the sessions very similar, but it just saves my relationship with my dad, and I needed a little bit less intensity, which both me and my dad are the same, where we want to push the whole time, and that just ends in me getting hurt a bit more because I'm just not as young and able to tolerate that as much as I was. So we just back off and it's a little bit more controlled, and my dad's maybe the athlete I am, and he's designed a training week that works for me. There's not much difference, but I'm grateful for everyone helping out now, and it was just a nice fresh start for me just to enjoy training again, because I've had a miserable few years with just injuries and then not making start lines. So it's not like I was going to do anything drastic to change, but it's just the right thing for me at this point.
Right. So the injury factor played into that because you felt like you could train maybe a little bit safer?
Yeah, it was just I was getting hurt at the wrong points of the year, and I don't think it was anyone's fault or anything like that. It was just the nature of how I've trained for years and years, is that it just ends in that a lot more than it should. And because it's my dad, I was obviously a very hard thing to happen for both of us, and he probably wasn't enjoying it, I wasn't enjoying it, and he sent me a nice message about how to race tonight, and I'm sure he's still obviously in my corner supporting me, and he's my dad. But it's just what I felt like I needed, and it's what he felt like I needed, and yeah, it's anything I do going forward, there's obviously new people having an input into that, but it's still he's created me into this athlete that I am today, so he'll always have some credit for whatever I want to do, or a lot of credit for what I want to do.